What's up, people? This is your girl, Harry Mimi. Welcome to another episode of Single People Manenos. I am so excited. And today, what we are going to talk about is knowing yourself. The importance of knowing yourself. That's right, that is what we are going to dive into today. Right, so knowing yourself, there are like so many quotes, To thine own self be true, know thyself, yeah? Those are what the great Greek scholars Aristotle and Socrates were encouraging us to do. We should know ourselves. And today I want to take it from the angle of your temperament. Do you know your temperament? Do you know your personalities? Now that's kind of like a super wide topic, so I'm not going to like dive into it. But just, a brief summary. There are extroverts and they're introverts, right? I think we know who extroverts are. They're really outgoing, loud people, the life of the party. And the introverts are those guys who they're content to stay quietly in a corner, reading a book, as in they're not too interested in, being loud. Introverts and extroverts. And of course, those are further divided into other categories according to personality traits. Let me talk about the most famous ones that most people are familiar with. We have the extroverts who are divided into the cholerics and the sanguines, and we have the introverts who are divided into the melancholics and the phlegmatics. So the sanguine is that loud person. The party has not begun till the sanguine has arrived. Then when they arrive, yo, 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 what's up? Everyone knows them. They're just really happy. They have a lot to say. They have lots of friends. But unfortunately, the sanguine tends to be disorganized and sometimes just speaks without thinking, and easily forgets and can be melodramatic. All right, then we have the choleric. The choleric is the natural leader. Like if there is chaos, you guys, this is what we are going to do. That is the choleric, as in they're like the boss in the office. They're the ones who, they have a plan. They're super goal oriented. But then now the downside is sometimes they can be like callous, or they can just sometimes just step on your toes and be impatient. Like, why are you not getting this? By the way, this is like so simple. As in just do this and this and this. So sometimes. Yeah, they sometimes they prefer to work better alone because like let me do it myself because clearly you cannot do it. Yeah, that's the choleric. Then now, so those are the extroverts. Then now we have the introverts. So let's start with the phlegmatic. Now the phlegmatic is super diplomatic, is really kind, it's just the easygoing one, everyone's friend, there is in just super loyal. But unfortunately they can be people pleasers and they can be stingy and procrastinators and yeah, not easy to change. Like, why are we changing? We've done this for years. Why are we changing, by the way? Don't rock the boat. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So those are phlegmatics in general. And now the melancholics those are the super creatives. As in those ones, attention to detail. They are meticulous, as in accuracy, as in, like account books are not balancing because of 1 shilling. No, we will start from the top. Why is it not balancing? Detail is their thing. These are creatives. I mean, the musicians, the virtuosos, it is them. Artistic streak, and when they have friendships, they keep them. They have few friends, but those friends are like super deep. But now on the flip side, they easily get hurt, and once you betray them, as in, yeah, that's it, dead. They can tend to be moody, and they can tend also to, they take things a bit, can easily be hurt. Can I say like be sensitive? Yeah, they're be sensitive. Yeah. So that's just like broad like I've really just really broadened, like simplified the personalities. But here's the thing, it is important to know your temperament, your personality, to know yourself. Why? One reason why you should know yourself, know your personality and temperament, is because, well, then you easily know your strength and your weaknesses. For example, I am a choleric and a phlegmatic. So I know my strength as a choleric and a phlegmatic. So as a choleric, my strength is, okay, I find solutions, I will get the job done for you, I can give direction. But the downside is what? So sometimes I can, like a choleric is wants to talk a lot and can be bossy. So in a meeting, you can just talk over everyone. You can dominate that conversation, by the way. Nobody is even going to get a word in, it is you. You know. So so now as a choleric, I know, okay, so those are my strengths and those are my weaknesses. So now at least I am aware of them. I'm like, okay, so that is what I tend to be. That is the first reason why you should know your temperament. You should know yourself so that you can be able to identify what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses.
What'd you just do?
Strengths: fearless, climbing, speed, boomerang, smoldering intensity. Weakness: none.
I hate this game.
Weakness? Cake.
Yes, cake is my weakness, along with speed and strength.
Huh.
Strength is my weakness. Hey, quick question. How is strength my weakness?
Now, point number 2, why you should know yourself is so that you can mitigate. It is not an excuse, all right? Now, don't use it as an excuse that, by the way, I'm a phlegmatic and yeah, we often procrastinate, so just understand why I didn't meet that deadline. No, it's not supposed to be an excuse. Now that you know your strengths and your weaknesses, mitigate. If you know, like some of us who are phlegmatics, and sometimes we just tend to just procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate, then when you see yourself, hey, no, I've already pushed this thing once, I've pushed this task once, no, let me get it done now. So the point of knowing yourself is, first of all, identify your strengths and weaknesses, and then you are able to mitigate your weaknesses and propel your strengths. So it is not an excuse. I don't want anybody now to take this, okay, but now this is how I am. No, yes, that is how you are, but then work on bettering yourself. How can you mitigate? How can you minimize your weaknesses and maximize your strengths? The third reason why it is important to know yourself, understand yourself, is so that when you understand yourself, you can also better understand other people. For example, most of the reasons why we argue or we clash with other people is not necessarily ideologies. Sometimes it's just a personality clash. For sure, I have clashed with some other people. I'm just like, what is your issue? Like sometimes, like the choleric that I am not detail oriented. I really don't care about details, by the way. So long as I know that this is the general direction we are going, so long as I know that this is the general task, I am good to go. But if I'm working with a melancholic who is super detail oriented, I'll be frustrated, like, why are you delaying this thing? Oh no, we want to make sure, let us get the details, let us get the facts, let's get more information. So you see, we will, I am going to think that this melancholic is frustrating me. Why don't they want to get the project done? But the melancholic is like, I want to do this project, but I want to make sure that everything is right. Can we get more information? So we are going to clash. Like you don't want to work, and the melancholic is thinking, you just chill a few seconds. You see, the thing is, nobody is wrong. The thing is, our personalities are clashing. All right, me, I'm like speed 120 kilometers per hour, and the melancholic is just like, slow down, let's get the facts, then we will move. So once we understand personalities, I'll be able to be like, oh yeah, it's okay, let me give you time, let me be more patient and give you time to get the details. And the melancholic will be like, okay, fine, I also know that you want to start this thing pronto, so let me see also what I can reduce so that we can work together. You see, so because I have understood myself, I'm also able to understand other people, and then we're able to form better work relationships, better relationships in the house, better relationships with wherever we are, because I have understood myself, and therefore I'm also able to understand somebody else, because I understand that there are different different personality or temperament than me. So let me try to understand them the way they'll also try to understand me. And that's what I have for today in Single People Manenos. Know yourself, my friend. Know yourself. All right. So, in case you're interested in doing any of these personality tests so that you can be able to find out your temperament or personality, holler at me. I have like a few. They're like so many. So, there's this, there's of course the common one, the one for the choleric, the sanguine, the melancholic, the phlegmatic, which is still aligned with there's still an animal personality test, the lion, the otter, the bear, and the golden retriever. Not the bear, the lion, the otter, the beaver, and the golden retriever. There's still the color personality test. There's still the Myers-Briggs personality test. That one, there's 16 different outcomes. That one you can do online. And also, imagine Dr. Phil has a personality test. You answer like 7 questions. Interesting questions. Oh, do you sit with your legs crossed? How do you sleep? Just interesting questions. But they'll really help you just know yourself. So if you want some of these tests, I have them. Feel free to just, comment, just let me know in the comments below, and I can send them to you. Get in contact with me. I can email them to you, or we can just see how I can get you those tests so that you can do them. They're super fun, or you can just look for them yourself online, so that we, at the end of the day, can get to know ourselves. Remember, singlehood is a time of self-discovery. It is a time of just personal development. So why don't we take this opportunity to know ourselves, to grow ourselves, that we can be better able to reach our goals and also relate with other people. So remember, know yourself, because 1, you will be able to identify your strengths and weaknesses. 2, you will be able to maximize your strengths and minimize your weaknesses. And 3, you will be better placed to understand the people who are around you. That's all I have for Single People Manenos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Till next week.